For daily ask Reddit, has anyone lived an actual pod scenario? Plumber, delivery person, nanny, etc. What's your story? Well, I guess my mom and stepdad were in one. He was a handyman who came over to fix our dishwasher. Next thing I knew, he was coming over nightly. 2 weeks in, I asked my mom, why don't you just replace the darn dishwasher? I'm sick of this guy over every night. I went to a friend's wedding in another country. As I arranged to go at the last minute, I could not find a hotel room for the night. My friend's divorced mother offered that I stay at her house. I've only seen her mother a couple of times before, but accepted to stay over. After everyone left to their hotel rooms, her mom and I were alone. A few drinks later, we were naked on the couch, and a few minutes later we were in the bedroom. Best 3-day weekend away in a long time. I slept with my organic chemistry tutor more than once. He was just so nice. It turns out he wasn't very good at chemistry though. A few weeks into it, I realized some of the things he was teaching me were completely wrong. So that was the end of that. In college, I go home for the summer and live with my parents while working a summer job. I run out of checks one day and walk into a local branch of my national bank to order more. I'm pointed into an office where a girl just a little older than I am is sitting behind a desk. She sees me and smiles. While ordering the checks, we get to small talk and I find out she's new to the area and has just graduated. The bank job is her first right out of school. We begin to flirt a bit and I notice how damn good she looks in blazer. Finally, she asks for my address to put on the check headers and I give her my home address. She freezes, smiles, and then tells me she just moved in down the street from me. We laugh about it, and I tell her few things about my lifelong neighbors. It was almost 5, and she told me that if I wanted to wait around, she was going to grab a beer after work. I did. We fucked in the bank parking lot less than 20 minutes later, and then almost every night for the rest of the summer. I was a pizza guy for 3 years. Delivered to this one cute girl. Anyhow, handed her the pizza, had her sign, and while she did, she poked her booty out quite nicely. Then she had my attention. But typical me, didn't make any conversation. She handed me back the receipt, asked if I had her FB. I said no, but I can give you my phone number. Minutes after I got in my car, she texted me talking dirty stuff. So when I got off my shift, I came back over and it happened. Didn't happen on the spot, but I came back and got the job done shortly after. It counts, right? I was living in an off-campus rental during part of college. The landlord hired a local paint/decorating business to have new window blinds installed. The girl who came to put them up, I was there by myself, waiting, was cute, friendly and flirted while standing on the ladder with me sitting on the edge of the bed, watching and making small talk. At one point, she put the drill and screwdriver down, and small talk became no talk. But unlike a scenario, we dated for a few months thereafter. Almost. I was a pizza delivery guy many years ago. I had a delivery just outside our delivery zone, but did it anyway. The address turns out to be a super sketchy motel off the highway. I knock on the hotel room door and a very haggard looking prostitute answers the door. $24.50 I say. We don't have any money, she said. Behind her was a second one, laying on the bed, just as old and haggard looking as the one in the doorway. She said I could have my way with them in exchange for the pizza. I immediately turned around, got back in the car, and was off on my next adventure. Close saint I got was when I was at university. One morning in my room, not shared room, sorry, I was experimenting with self-bondage and was naked with my legs tied together on my bed. I hear a knock on the door and freeze. Hardly anyone ever knocked for me. They would just text me or something. I decide to stay silent and pretend I'm not in when I hear a knock again. A few seconds later and suddenly I hear keys jangling in my lock. Instead of doing something sensible like shouting just a moment or something, I simply fling my bed cover over myself and pretend to be asleep, although totally nude, my legs tied together, and a vibrator under the sheets with me. My door opens and a maintenance guy walks in. Spots me pretending to be waking up and apologizes. He brings in his ladder, sets it up right next to me bed so he can tinker with the fire alarm. I just cower under my sheets the whole time wanting to die.